She is a menace to society. She is a straight dentist, the menace. She is a menace to society. What's tea, Petty Bunch? Welcome back to another episode of Girl, Can We Gossip with the Petty One? We are inside the Petty Palace, ready to be petty. But before we get into episode 7 of Married to Medicine, I want to do a special shout out to the most Delta stating women on this planet. Yes, my sweet, sweet sorors of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Ooh, cheers to 112 years of just committed sisterhood, scholarship, and service. Get you a Delta woman. That's all I can say. You best to marry you one. You better be best friends with one. You better have one in your immediate circle. So Petty Bunch, first off, before we get into this video, I do want to thank my 139 subscribers. Thank you guys for rocking with your girl. Also, please continue to like and share my videos. Liking is a free way to support my channel. It's also a free way to get me out here into these YouTube algorithm streets that will put my videos in front of future Petty Bunch members who do not know that I exist and that I'm here and that they need to be subscribed because all the pettiness happens over here. So without further ado, let me get these eyes on and let's get into this episode. Now, y'all, this episode by far was definitely all over the place. I'm going to say this episode was definitely full of drama for everybody's mama, okay? So, before we get into it, I just have to shout out Toya. Toya, hands down, is the MVP of this season. She is calling spades spades. She is not allowing the slick and the fly and the fake and the phony shit, the passive aggressive shit. She is not allowing that to fly on her watch. And I'm loving the way that she is continuously keeping her foot on Heavenly's neck, because it seems to me that the other ladies are, do you guys think that they are scared of Heavenly? The way that Toya confronted Heavenly at Zachary's going away party, I was all for it. Thank you, Toya. I'm so sick and tired of watching Heavenly just fly below the radar. She has not given us anything except for just being a bully, always being quick with it. She hits below the belt. She's just real. She's ghetto. She's gutter. And it's just like, and I notice how when she's in her confessionals and when she's saying ignorant shit, how her husband, he just allows her to say that stuff. And y'all heard when she was in the confessional, when she was just, again, talking shit and shit. Why are you squeezing my leg, daddy? Why are you squeezing my leg? That's when she was talking about Tess and T's outfits at the Med Gala. She was just going in, and I guess he was just squeezing her thigh to let her know, hey, you're doing too much. Why can't he just say, damn it, shut your mouth, Heavenly, you talk too much? That's what I would like to hear from him, because at this point, Heavenly is a nuisance. She is a Frankenstein that Jackie has created, and part of me is thinking that Jackie uses Heavenly to do her dirty work. It's the things that Jackie wants to say but will not say, because Jackie holds herself to this high esteem. And of course, by her being this prominent OBGYN, she had a conversation with Vice President Kamala Harris about Black women's female mortality and the way that we pass away during childbirth, and the steps that she's going to try to protect Black women during those scary hours of childbirth, and just listening to black women more, and how, what her doing her part into helping, black women. So I don't know. It's just like Jackie has herself on this pedestal. She won't go that low, but it's not too much for her to tag her minion in to do the devil's work, which is to continue to just be mean and to be a bully and just be trifling. Like, Heavenly, you are just one of the most despicable, one of the most trifling women that we have been introduced to on these reality TV shows. It's just, it's despicable. So let's get into it. So Jackie, Cecil, Simone, they are headed to Zachary's going away party, which Heavenly and Damon are having at their lake house. So one of the things I thought was funny was that Jackie's in the car, Cecil's in the car, Simone's in the car. Where is Curtis? Curtis was nowhere to be found. So I'm like, okay, Curtis, where you at? Maybe South Carolina. Anyway, so Simone asked Jackie, how's planning going for the Med Gala? And so Jackie is driving and is looking at her like, girl, I am so stressed. We're 1 week away, and Phaedra is not delivering like she said she would. Now, y'all know we left off last episode where Jackie, Phaedra, and the Med Gala planner were all there just, going over the things that they were responsible for with the planning of the gala. So Jackie let it be known that, hey, when I asked Phaedra how, she was going with getting, our sponsors and getting people to, just donate things to be auctioned off, like trips or whatever time people wanted to offer, like Miss Quad was offering up cooking lessons, things like that. Phaedra let it be known that she had 73 unread text messages. So Jackie thought that that was a little sus. Like, how are you supposed to be this planner extraordinaire? You claim to be the plug, that you are very, you're out here with the movers and the shakers. You can get the money. People know who you are. People will write checks at the drop of your phone call. They'll take your phone call, whatever you need, they'll be writing checks. Because remember, Phaedra promised, Jackie was shooting for $25,000 for the gala, but Phaedra let it be known, nah, we gonna go for $100,000. And Jackie just thought that that was a bit ambitious to be, to be rooting for as a goal, with it being the second gala. So Phaedra, I got it. I'm Phaedra Parks. I'm the plug, pretty much. But watching Phaedra in that moment as they were planning, she looked a little unorganized. So I could kind of feel why Jackie was feeling leery and feeling a bit stressed, because it's like, hey, I'm a week out and the money is looking funny. And I don't know, we're going to have to do something strange for some change
I
to
ain't
get,
even gonna
get
hold
this
you.
money,
Watching
rolling.
Phaedra be
So
unorganized and
they're
watching Jackie
kikiing and
squirm
talking
with
about
nervousness about her
Phaedra
event
in their
low
apartment. So
key
then
made me giggle.
the
It's
camera
like
cut
karma,
to
bitch,
Quad,
for
Phaedra,
everything
and
you've
Kenny.
done.
They are also headed to the Zachary's going away party at the lake house. So they are talking. They're talking about the Med Gala, and Phaedra's like, girl, I'm so excited. I want this to be a super success. And Miss Quad is like, baby, listen, word on the street is that you need to take a tally of your minutes, and you need to let Dr. Jackie know what you've been doing, because word is you ain't been doing shit. Word is you flapping your gums and you have not produced anything. And so she's just like, hey, Jackie's letting people know that she is nervous about you holding up your end of the bargain. You haven't been producing shit. You ain't doing nothing. So then we cut to Phaedra being in her confessional, and Phaedra's pretty much saying, like, listen, I could truly care less. Like, I'm basically playing the cleanup woman. Jackie, we all know why you have decided to chair this gala. Let's not forget what you said about black women, and black women being a little bit more dramatic when it comes to their health care. Y'all already know doctors sometimes look at, no, not sometimes, more often than not, doctors look at black women as being superhuman. When we say things don't feel right or we're feeling some discomfort, they play it off, oh, yeah, you'll be okay. Yo, this is common, this is common. Remember, Serena Williams almost passed away after childbirth. She was experiencing some serious pains. The doctors blew it off as nothing. And come to find out, Serena was having a serious medical emergency that had it not been attended to, she may not have been here. So again, Dr. Jackie talking about the dramatics. Like, no, that was a shitty thing to say. And we already know how Dr. Jackie was crying, putting out this weak ass apology, and how her PR team had to, just put it out there that they had to clean up her shit. And so Phaedra is like, how dare you throw me under the bus while I'm up here trying to sweep up your shit? So Quad was like, hey, people think you haven't done shit but talk shit while you swallowing spit. I thought that I'm gonna put that on a damn t-shirt. That was funny, and I will give props to Miss Quad. Miss Quad is a Delta. Oh, I don't agree with everything. That is how Delta women, like, we are multifaceted, and Miss Quad is definitely showing the different sides of Delta women. We can be very theatrical. We will read you down, just like Miss Quad does and continues to do with the dramatics. I digress. So again, Quad is telling her friend Jackie was so stressed out that she tagged her bestie Heavenly in to be the co-chair of the event. And so the camera cuts to Heavenly and Jackie sitting down, having a come to Jesus moment. And Heavenly is like, friend, what you need me to do? Jackie's basically telling her, like, I need you to find sponsors, please. Tap into all the physicians in your circle. Basically, Heavenly was like, you got it. Then they showed Jackie, Heavenly, in the planner, scoping out the event, and her giving a walkthrough of what the decor and everything will look like on the day of the event. Okay? So anyway, we see Quad. So again, Quad is most definitely, she heard what Simone had said about her being a surfacey friend. We don't know who you with. When you with them, you're always being secretive. We don't know you. So we see Quad is she's showing them better than she could tell them that King is my man. So she is definitely gallivanting King in front of everybody. She wants them to meet him. So the group is like, oh shit, okay, Quad, you really must be serious about this guy, because again, you're bringing him in front of us. So she introduces him to the men folk. She gets very excited when she sees Cecil. This is my brother. So King and Cecil, do a quick little handshake. How you doing, my good brother? Da 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 da. Quad gives him a hug. So they, as new couples are, they are very much touchy-feely. This is my woman. This is my man. So of course, Heavenly, Cecil, Damon, give them a hard time. Like, ooh, y'all really in love because y'all touching all on each other. I remember how young love was, new love, this, that. And that is one of the things. Y'all leave the new lovebirds alone. That's how it is in the beginning stages. You're touchy, you're feely, like, this my man, don't leave me, stay beside me, da 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 da. It's giving very cutesy. And Cecil and Simone started joking, like, let them be 20 years in, and it's like, I love you, babe, but give me my space. Toya, Eugene pull up, and so Heavenly's like, hey everybody, men, y'all go downstairs, ladies, we're upstairs. They eat. King about himself. King reveals that he born and raised in Jamaica, blah blah blah, giving them a rundown on who he is. So then camera transitions to ladies who are getting into, with the shit's about to happen. Whenever the ladies sit down to eat, y'all already know some type of shit is about to pop off. So Toya has fixed her plate, and so she moseys back on, sits down, and right before her ass could hit the seat, she said, oh, the man is grilling your man. And Quiet is like, no, not really. And Toya's like, what did your ass do? What the hell did you do to get a Rolls Royce with no ring and no baby? And Quiet says, well, that's just how my man feels about me. And Toya's like, this is Atlanta. Who's giving out Rolls Royces? And Quiet says, I don't know about it being an Atlanta thing, but it's a King thing. Okay, it's a King thing. So then the ladies, y'all know they got to cut to the shade. So Simone is like, damn, Quad must be giving super head, because that's the only way that this man would have pulled a Rolls Royce out of his back pocket. So I thought that was funny. They say Miss Quad must have did a little mouth magic to make this car situation happen. So Damon, camera cuts to the men still getting a feel for King. So Damon is pretty much saying like, yo, welcome to the group. I want you to know that we're an interesting group. The ladies, you know, one minute they hot, the next minute they cold. Basically, this whole conversation boiled down to King, stay out of the women's business, because there will be times when your woman might be on the outs with one of our women.
Do you want me to bring the receipts? Do I need to bring the receipts, baby girl? Because I got receipts.
What is she talking about?
Your husband. Ask him what he really likes.
You're a freaking liar.
With me. You know I got it. I'm done talking.
They may not be seeing eye to eye. They don't talk. And then you get involved, and then you might be feeling a certain kind of way about that woman. And then they will have a talk, and they will get over things. And then it's like you done dipped into the women's business when you should not have. So King is like, okay, I'm going to take that, store that in my back pocket. And basically, I'm going to stay out of it. I will just be a listening ear. But whatever bullshit she might have going on with the friends, I'm going to stay out of it. Y'all know that's not true, because
Ooh, child, not they got them on a little private plane. Ooh, the island. Now, Faye, who is that man's back you on? Ooh, Apollo. Y'all is getting hella messy. Oh, Curtis arrived too? Who you think you talking to, bruh? I'm talking to you, mother sucker. Oh, I know how your girl is. What you say about Quad? What? Oh, no, boys, no. My God.
because King and Dr. G is getting ready to fight on the island. I don't know what island they were on, but they was getting ready to fight. So King, that was cool for you to say, but I was foreshadowing some bullshit. They gonna pull you in. They gotta pull you in. You gotta be initiated into the bullshit, and you soon will be. Right now, you're sitting on the outside of it, outside looking in. Next, you're gonna be immersed in the bullshit on the couples trip. So get ready. All right. So Toya then lets it be known that Phaedra, y'all suck at planning vacations. Y'all will not be in charge of planning it again. And so Jackie goes, oh, you didn't enjoy glamping? And Toya's like, I enjoyed the locations that you scouted out. Those were great. But the goal of this trip was to bring us all together. And today we're not together, we're separate. So then the camera cuts to Toya's confessional, and Toya's like, you know, I just don't think it's right that everybody is together except for Tess and T. They are on the outs, they are being ostracized, and this is fake, this is phony. So then Toya, look, if you but yes, Toya just got right down to the shits. She looks right at Heavenly.
You want me to bring the receipts? Do I need to bring the receipts, baby girl? Because I got receipts.
What is she talking about?
And she's like, you not right. You done said some things. Y'all all said some hurtful things. But your problem is you keep harping on the past. It's time to move away from the past. It's time to start rebuilding for the future. And you can't continue to just feel like you can say what you want to say and not be held accountable for it. So then Toya gets in, digs even further. You need to apologize about the your mama comment. And so everybody is looking like, did she just say that? Yes, she did. Toya, thank you again for not being chicken shit. I don't know what it is. Again, what kind of weird, freaky hold that Heavenly has on you guys. It's to the point where you're overlooking significant things. This woman can say what she wants to say. She can be an utter asshole, and y'all all will look the opposite way. Again, Dr. Simone, you actually gaslit Contessa while you guys were out sitting at the fire pit, and you asked her, well, you basically made the statement like, I don't understand what Heavenly did that pretty much got your panties in a bunch. So you mean to tell me that if someone said your mama, and your mama is no longer here, and especially the person that's saying that was once a close friend to you, you actually sat with her, you cried with her, you shared intimate details about your life with her, and maybe about the loss of your mom, and then to have this former friend say your mama, Simone, know that mamas and kids are off limits. There are just certain things that you just don't do, certain shit you just don't say. And Heavenly, you was dead ass dog ass wrong. You was wrong. And Toya, once again, thank you for not being afraid to call a spade, to call these women out on their fake, fraudulent bullshit. It kills me when these women are like, oh, we need to be friends. We need to, like Jackie, when you were trying to iron out the fires and get the ladies to have a come to Jesus moment where y'all embraced quad, y'all should have called Contessa and Sweet Tea to the table. While you sitting up here with all these prayers, they should have been included in that prayer circle, because your best friend, who is the leading cause of a lot of this drama that y'all seem to overlook and just sweep under the rug like we're living in a goddamn Twilight Zone. Y'all should have, Jackie, you should have been the main one talking to her like, hey, you know what? Wait, what? Whoa. Before we even get off into this conversation, let me call Contessa, Toya, and Sweet Tea out here so all of us can sit down and have a real come to Jesus moment. Because for me, that was a moot point. If you're gonna bury the hatchet with some, but not all, and you still sitting up here with a fractured friendship, knowing that your devilish friend, the Frankenstein that you low key love, you love it, but won't say anything about it because you know it's not you saying it, so that's okay. You know, I'm Dr. Jackie. I'm the OBGYN to I'm the this, I'm the that, you know, so because it's not you saying it, but it's your best friend saying it. So that leads me to believe that Jackie, you low key enjoy the shits and shenanigans that Heavenly throws out there. You low key, you enjoy that. So again, goes, I'm gonna do my very best, and Toya's like, nah, I don't want to hear that shit. Just do it. Well, Toya, I don't want to promise something that I don't want to make a promise that I might not be able to keep. And then Heavenly turns to Phaedra and says, I don't want to promise something like Phaedra and not deliver. So again, Heavenly, you are deflecting. It was like the Toya is holding the mirror up to you, but it's just like, you're deflecting and you're turning it to Phaedra when it's like, nah, boo, we not on Phaedra right now. We will get to her in a minute. And that's what Toya was like, nah, I'm not talking to Phaedra right now or about Phaedra right now. What she, quote unquote, isn't doing for Jackie, hasn't done for Jackie. I'm talking about you. And you not being held accountable and you getting away with things that we should not be allowing you to get away with. So it's like, again, Heavenly just will sitting there looking real stupid, like Boo Boo the fool, because you are a fool. Honestly, again, missed opportunity. The other women should have jumped in. Of course, y'all know Jackie will never jump in and will never call Heavenly on her bullshit, because Jackie is the one who puts the battery in Heavenly's back and activates her. You cannot tell me that Jackie does not do this. Heavenly says the things that Jackie wants to say. Jackie cannot put herself in the gutter where Heavenly resides. Jackie cannot do that, and Jackie won't do that. So it's okay, like I said, for her bestie to when they hit you, you hit them low. You go for the jugular and you keep doing it every chance you get. And of course she'll be like, Heavenly, oh, Heavenly, Heavenly, Heavenly. No. A good friend will be like, friend, you are dead ass wrong. You should not say shit like that. I don't condone it. Cut it out. We not moving like that. But Jackie ain't gonna say that because Jackie low-key gets off on the ignorance that Heavenly presents. Heavenly is Jackie's spirit animal. Don't have to believe me if you don't want to. These are my thoughts, my opinions. But yes, Heavenly is Jackie's spirit animal. And Jackie low-key lives for Heavenly's ignorant ass comments. It's just Jackie's like, oh, that couldn't be me saying that, but I'm happy my best friend says that. She says everything I'm thinking and feeling. So I know that to be true. You can't tell me anything different. Okay? So Heavenly again turns to Phaedra. Jackie came to me frantic, said you haven't done shit. And Simone is like, I have some bad news for you. Looks like Heavenly is now the co-chair. And Phaedra's like, hey, she don't have to be the co-chair. She can be the co-chair. Matter of fact, I quit. That's fine. You can have my job. Heavenly's like, oh, well, you got the 100 grand? Because I never said I would do 100 grand. And Phaedra says, I got it. I make my own money. I'm in a different tax bracket. Phaedra's like, I get 100 grand ain't nothing for me. And she was like, I got my own money. And I'm not going to let no bitches like y'all make it seem like I can't do what I said I'm going to do. So Phaedra's basically like, I said what I said. And so all the ladies like, hold on. And Choir goes, well, what type of bitches are we? So they pause there. And again, so they start talking about the financial brackets that they're in and da 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 da. And Quad says, let's make this a financial commitment. Everybody, so then she and Phaedra start talking about how much money they each should donate. Quad is like, well, what about 3 grand? And Phaedra's like, well, what about 2,500? And so Toya is like, okay, maybe we can all do that, but you better not ask Tess or T to donate anything. Like, they feel like you can't and you all will not hold Heavenly accountable. And it's okay for Heavenly to not include us in this family event for her son and Jackie, because Heavenly is your best friend and you pretty much allow her to do what she wants to do and say what she wants to say. Why the fuck should we donate anything to anything that you're doing? Because it seems to me you don't want to include me in the girlfriend activities, but you feel it's okay to ask me to open up my wallet and donate to a cause. I get that. You won't invite them and you won't hold your trifling ass friend accountable. But hey, girl, you know I'm throwing this Med Gala, right? Can you cut me a check? So the only time you want to be bothered with me is because you want me to attend your gala and to make sure I got my checkbook in hand. Okay, got it. I see you. Again, Toya, thank you for calling out the fakery and the fuckery, because it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. And Jackie goes, Toya, they can support us with their money. So I'm just like, I just think, Jackie, you're out of your rabbit ass mind. You out of your mind. Couldn't be me. I don't care. Even if I was on the show and if I was married to a doctor, I would be like, babe, let's put on our finest and let's go out. But no, ma'am, we will go out and kiki, have a couple drinks. But no, our checkbook will remain closed. Because how dare they? Absolutely not. Phaedra, I love Phaedra. Y'all can say what y'all want to say about Faye, but when y'all get her activated, the Southern Belle will drag you to hell, okay? So Phaedra invites Sweet Tea over because she want, y'all know how they do when some of the ladies are not invited to certain events. One of the friend girls has to call them over and they have to have a kiki moment about the bullshit that transpired just to fill the friend in on what she missed. So Phaedra invites Sweet Tea over, has a nice little charcuterie board out. They're doing the chicken salad. They've got the croissants, just a nice little spread. So T comes down, sits down, and so she goes. So T is like, "What's up with the Med Gala?" And so Phaedra's like, I was working as the co-chair until I found out from Quad that Jackie's been talking shit, talking about what I'm not doing and how I'm not delivering. And so she was just like, I just never thought that they would be gossiping about me or lightweight trying to come for me. And so T is just really surprised, but not surprised. Hold Heavenly accountable for anything. It's only manifests bad behavior. Remember, Heavenly is that bitch that Jackie wish she was. Jackie wishes she could say half of the shit that Heavenly does, but Jackie knows that there would be a price to pay if she even uttered half of the shit that Heavenly uttered. Do y'all realize how many clients and patients would no longer be asking Dr. Jackie to serve as their OB if she carried on the way that Heavenly carries on? There's no way that any woman would feel even comfortable putting their feet in the stirrups. Revealed that she is willing to apologize, and Sweet Tea is just like, yo, she is flabbergasted because she's like, hold on, how is it that Heavenly can pause and be like, yo, I owe Sweet Tea an apology, but she won't extend that same courtesy to me? Like, what the hell? Again, Sweet Tea feels like she is living in the Twilight Zone. Like, what is it about me that this woman just cannot offer me an apology? She owes me an apology. And Sweet Tea is right. Now, mind you, they both have said some things, but Heavenly, again, takes things way too far. She talked about this woman's infertility issues. She talked about this woman's husband. She caused drama with Sweet Tea's family, causing drama at the girl's wedding. I mean, it's been a lot. She's been coming for Sweet Tea since Sweet Tea has been on the scene, and it's just like, damn. And so Phaedra's like, well, she go to church. And T is like, what church does she go to? And Phaedra's like, well, she's a member of Hale's First Baptist Church. So I just, Phaedra is, just feeding into Sweet Tea, because let's face it, y'all, no matter how you feel about Sweet Tea has been on the outside looking in. She has just wanted to have a little bit of acceptance in this group. And it's kind of like, damn, Sweet Tea, I'm sorry, you will not receive the acceptance that you are looking for, because these ladies' loyalty is with Quad. And Quad's ex-husband is your now current husband. So it's kind of like, sis, you're going to have to move and shake and get you some Dr. Friend girls to infiltrate this group. And we see that with Dr. Mimi and her husband, Steve, who I'm getting ready to introduce in this next scene, because they appear at the second annual, Med Gala. So the theme for the Med Gala is the Enchanted Garden theme. I have to say, listen, this place, almost looking like my backdrop, was just beautiful with these lush pinks and lilacs and all these just array of just beautiful bouquets, the spreads, the different colored couches. It was just enchanted. So apparently everybody's supposed to be dressing up like flowers. So let's talk about these fashions, baby. What the hell was Dr. Simone wearing? Looking like something out of the Blair Witch Project. I don't even know. I get it. It's an enchanted, what was it? Enchanted garden. Somebody should have, Simone, who styled you, baby? You looked like one of those church nurses. It's like she had on a church, like in a Baptist church. Y'all remember how the nurses was dressed and they had a nursing hats on and everything? That's what Simone looked like, a damn nurse with that dress with them flower. Oh my God, a mess. So let's see. Sweet Tea's look wasn't too bad. I felt like she was kind of doing too much, and that's another thing about Sweet Tea. By her being the new Mrs. Lunsford, it's kind of like she feels like she has to step out of Quad's shadow. She's trying to be her own woman and set herself apart from Quad. And it's really hard to see her just trying so hard instead of her just truly being herself. So Sweet Tea had on this mermaid. It was like two-tone champagne colored, this headdress. And it's like she trying to get out the car, is moving to the side. And then you got Dr. G trying to fix it and he fucking the thing all up again. Honey, you should have just came with something simplistic. I get it. It was like we're playing on the Met Gala by it being a Med Gala, but it's like, damn, you did entirely too much. We see Anila and Dr. Karen were there. Anila looked good. You already knew Anila was going to give us a little bit of fashion because Anila is a social influencer, so she does fashions on a daily. So she looked nice, and was she in pink? I think it was the pink little ensemble, but she looked nice. Miss Quad, honey. Quad is gonna always come with the fashions. I actually like the fact that she wore this nice white pantsuit. It had rhinestones and then it had like the flower. I really loved it. I thought that she looked beautiful. She had her short chunky bob and her boo on her arm, so she looked great dressed in all white. Heavenly, again, now Heavenly, you talked about Tess, and Tess was not giving I don't know where Tess was going. Tess looked like she and her baby girl was headed to a Beyonce concert. That's what they looked like. They was cute, but it was like the dress was it was short. It wasn't giving me Enchanted Garden. Tess looks damn good. Y'all know she's been working on that body. She's been doing these competitions. She looked damn good. I just keep thinking about Simone, y'all, and I can't get that dress. I can't get the dress out of my mind. That shit was wild. Heavenly just gonna look Ganza. Ganza cheap. Heavenly just looked a mess. She had this big ass French roll, and it was like just too much. She was not giving Enchanted Garden. She was giving me Pastor's 25th anniversary celebration. That's what she looked like. Her looking like First Lady of the church. Dr. Damon was looking like the pastor, and they was waiting for the niggas to pass the collection plate. That's what they look like to me. Toya looked like Toya was headed to the 25th church's anniversary. Toya had that big ass hat on and the black dress. Toya was dressed like she was about to go bury a bitch. I think Toya was ready for some shit to pop off with the friends so she could just go off and lay everybody to rest. That's what Toya looked like. She was ready to lay these broads to rest because she's tired of the fake phony bullshit. So Toya to me was dressed like the Undertaker. She was ready to undertake these women and lay their asses to rest because she is tired. She wants the friend group to progress and move on. But she was about to lay somebody to rest. I don't know who. So while at the gala, Dr. Damon and Dr. G had an opportunity to talk, and I thought it was cool that they were bearing the hatchet. But did y'all notice how messy Heavenly was? Heavenly was not there for the brokerage of peace, and while they were in the midst of getting ready to do the brother, the dap situation, Heavenly, Daddy, let's go take a picture, and Cecil was like, ma'am, let us have this moment so we can get our shit together. Y'all shit can stay in shambles, but I'm about to get my bros back together because I need all my bros together. So I thought that was cool that they told her ass to go on, bye, go start some shit somewhere else. So then we were introduced to Dr. Mimi and her NFL husband named Steve. He's a former NFL player. Not really sure what team he played for. I'm thinking in the next few episodes we will find out. But Dr. Mimi, we know, is like Dr. G. She is a psychiatrist and she has her own practice. So hopefully we'll learn, more about her. Heavenly, I'm gonna be on my best behavior. She was not, because as soon as the auctioning started off, did y'all see how fast Heavenly's ass came up when Jackie and Phaedra were having a moment And then Heavenly deciding taking the mic out of Jackie's hand and saying, well, I'm the co-chair and da-da-da-da-da. Then she got with the shits during, during the auctions. And so it was a mess. And then, when they were auctioning Phaedra off, and the first thing Heavenly said, Dr. G, Dr. G. Like, again, that man has not said anything to you. He just buried the hatchet with your husband. And here you go trying to start some more shit. My thing is, when she said that shit, I'm sorry, but Dr. Damon should have stepped forward and he should have pointed to her and he should have said, he should have did one of those. Get your wife in check. She is a menace to society. She was messy with that. Y'all notice how is it me? But how the hell did Miss Quad think? See, that's again what I love about my sorors. You cannot tell us that we are not the shit and that the shit that we promoting, you gonna pay what we say we're worth, okay? So I just thought it was crazy that Miss Quad was like cooking lessons with Miss Quad. I think she either said starting at $3,000 or $4,000. When I tell y'all, I almost, and then messy ass production panning out to the crowd, and it was like it was mother plicking crickets out in there, and I thought that shit was funny, and people like what? And then Dr. G cooking, her cooking wasn't that good, messy ass cooking. I thought that shit was funny. Okay, so it was just a mess. This episode it gave me life because it was just messy as hell, and these doctors who are so supposedly like so prestigious is like Atlanta is just ghetto as hell, okay? Because in Beverly Hills, this shit that they was doing and how some of them was dressed, that shit would not fly in Beverly Hills. They would put your ass. They would think that some of these fashions was, some of this shit was horrible. Oh, I'm sorry, but some of this shit was just, it was a mess, okay? So anyway, after all the auctioning was over, they were talking about, Jackie was like, okay, we got to go to the back. You know how after y'all in black churches, how they do the offering, Jackie like, okay, we got to go back and count the money. And so Jackie basically was like, yo, we only have $54,000. We said we was going to raise 100K. What the hell? So Phaedra was like, boom, I got the rest of it. So Heavenly is like, oh, you got it like that? Phaedra is like, I got the rest of it. And Phaedra basically in her confessional is saying like, these ladies need to stop playing with me. I'm definitely in a different tax bracket. I have multiple jobs. So Phaedra was like, boom, I can cut this check for 47K. Shout out to Miss Faye, who has all the jobs and who can cut that good check for 47,000. So the charity that the Med Gala was supporting was for Kira for Moms. So Kira, I cannot remember her last name, so I'm just going to call her Kira. Kira's husband was there because he runs a charity. Kira passed away during childbirth. Kira and the baby passed away. So her husband had started this charity in her honor, again, to help save the lives of Black women who died during childbirth. Doctors don't listen to us when we say there is something going on. It's so sad that Black women are looked at as being superhuman, that we don't hurt. When we say that we hurt, it's overlooked. I'll never forget after childbirth and I'm being sewn up, I could feel, I had to get about 80, 90 stitches down there, okay? I could feel my OB, I could feel the needle going into my flesh. It was hot. It felt like somebody had set me on fire down there. And I'm like, oh, I'm like, ow, ow, that hurts. I can feel that. And my white OB looks at me. Oh, you're okay. Just continue enjoying your beautiful son. So she's still sewing. I'm like, ow. Now, this is the second time. Ow. I feel that. Thank God for my black nurse who got so angry that she overturned the table and said, God damn it. Give her something for the pain. This is the second time this woman has told you that she's in pain. And of course, the doctor starts shaking. She don't know what to do. She don't know what to do. So she eventually numbs me. But it was just like, why did I have to tell you 2 times that I could feel that needle digging into my flesh? Just, it was a mess. So anyway, just again, prayers to Kira's family and the fact that they have to grieve this loss and will forever grieve this loss, that this mother did not make it. So anyway, the episode, it just ends with, all the ladies leaving the gala. Shit is really about to start hitting the fan when they take this couples trip. That's when the real drama is going to unfold. We are going to get to see King for who he is. He and Dr. G going to be squaring up. It's just about to be a lot more drama. Again, Married to Medicine, season 11 is bringing it. The girlies is like, hey, we are not a one-trick pony. People didn't think that we would be able to, make it, especially after last season. They didn't know, we didn't know which way, if Andy was going to shut the door on this group or try to reconvene with another group of women. These ladies said, nah, we still got it. So I just want to say, I don't know, how do y'all feel about Dr. Heavenly? I feel like this may be, I feel like the tides are starting to turn for her. Heavenly, you can only duck and dodge for so long. It's time for you to shit or get off the pot and start letting us know what's really good in your marriage, because ain't no way I'm gonna call my husband daddy and he gonna call me buddy. But I digress. Again, Petty Bunch, thank you again for joining me, for subscribing to the Petty Palace and to this channel. Thank you for being a part of this ride. And until next time, I'm out.